So I was looking at top 100 Christmas movie lists because I was curious to see what is on there. Jingle All the Way, not on there, surprisingly.
That's a terrible movie.
It's a terrible movie.
It's really bad. And the CG is bad. Everything. And Arnold is some of his worst acting, his overacting.
Yeah.
He is overly bad acting in this.
You're too late. I already got the right answer. I won.
Yeah, was it for kids or adults or the whole family?
I don't know, because it looks like it could be an adult movie that you're relating to this character of a dad. You know, he's down on his luck. He's in the line. He runs into Sinbad. Yeah. And in the line, Sinbad chokes a woman out.
Things you can't do in a movie today. Choke a woman out for a toy or stage a bomb threat. And he does both.
Back up. This is a homemade explosive device. And I'll blow it. Put him down. Brother, man, put your gun down. Everybody.
But then at the end with this parade and he's flying around like Dr. Seuss and it's like, what happened here?
And his kid and his wife don't recognize him.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I wish my dad was here. Honey, your dad is 1 foot in front of you looking right at you.
He's got that Austria accent and Rita Wilson's like, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It's like it's Arnold Schwarzenegger standing in front of you and you don't recognize him as, you know, he's like, he puts that big goofy smile and takes off the helmet. I'm your dad. Oh my God.
It's me.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it didn't make the list, but here's the top 8. It's a Wonderful Life, Die Hard, A Christmas Carol, Home Alone, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and Miracle on 34th Street.
That list is perfect except for Die Hard. And of all those movies, Die Hard's probably the best on there as far as like just a movie.
Yeah.
If it's not in the top 100 movies, it should be. If it's not in the top 10 action films, it should be. Outside of the fact that it takes place on Christmas Eve, it's not, in my opinion, a Christmas movie.
I could say it is because this is my argument. 1, you cannot start that movie without finishing it. You want to just watch it.
Okay, so that's a criteria for a Christmas movie? That's
a criteria. It's got to lock you in. It starts off with travel, holiday travel. You got a little jingling in the music.
If anything, this is a kick-ass, badass action movie that takes place on Christmas Eve.
Oh, and you could also say it's a Christmas movie too because there was the office party.
The Christmas office party.
Yeah.
If you use your logic or everybody else's logic that says it's in this list, is Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
I don't even remember any Christmas in that. Which Batman was that?
It had the Penguin, Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep. Yeah.
So if the point is that, well, it takes place over Christmas, it must be a Christmas, then Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Wayne.
Merry Christmas, Albert.
There's something about Die Hard. I want to say it's a perfect movie.
I think the only scene that's not really necessary, you remember the FBI detectives, Special Agents Johnson and Johnson?
I'm Agent Johnson. This is Special Agent Johnson.
Oh, how you doing?
No relation.
There's that part in the movie where he calls in, and he's like, this is Agent Johnson. No, the other Johnson.
This is Agent Johnson. No, the other one.
I guess one unrealistic thing is the radio conversations.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the same frequency, and they're yelling at each other. Well, they can't both be. You got to have the button, you know, when he calls the LAPD.
Mayday, mayday! Anyone copying Channel 9?
Attention, whoever you are. This channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
No fucking shit, lady! Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
And he's sliding down the roof, and they're hearing gunshots in the LAPD. It's like, well, he doesn't have the radio, you know, clicked, so you wouldn't
Maybe
be hearing
he's sitting on it.
So okay, it could be. So there's
he's sliding down.
There's little technical problems with it, but
right.
You forgive it. You're like, oh well, it's fun. It's, you know.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything that was like, well, that would never happen.
Yeah.
I say that it's a ridiculous movie, but it's a great movie. It's a great
Bruce
ridiculous
Willis,
movie. Yeah.
Barefoot.
Right.
Fighting all these guys, picking them off one by one.
Welcome to the party, pal.
to really send home that Christmas message, he kills that dude's brother, sends him down the elevator with the little hat on. I have a machine gun now. Ho, ho, ho.
We say this a lot when you watch these kinds of movies. When you watch The Big Lebowski, you're like, I can't see anybody else but Jeff Bridges doing The Big Lebowski. And we say that with John McClane. I can't see anyone else doing Die Hard.
Who else would even do it? Was there anybody else?
Yeah, there were a handful of other actors that turned it down. One was, of course, again, it's 1988 when it comes out. So the guys that turned it down, give me the top three.
Schwarzenegger's in there.
He turned it down.
Stallone.
He turned it down.
Man, those are the
Mel
only.
Mel Gibson turned it down.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson might have been okay in there, but remember he's just coming off of Lethal Weapon,
right?
Around that same era, and it's also the same kind of genre. He's a cop. So it's like, it's a little too close to the Lethal Weapon series. Al Pacino was up for it.
All the shooting. I love that stuff, the killing.
A lot of killing.
When you look at Bruce Willis, he looks like a cop from New York that flew to LA like a dad. Yeah. And that's what you need in that role. You don't need Schwarzenegger. Part of the charm of Die Hard is Bruce Willis cracking himself up.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Even think about going up in a tall building again. Oh, John, what the fuck are you doing? How the fuck did you get into this shit?
Just making it through. Crawling through some air vents and jumping down some elevator shafts. That's shot too. Couldn't get Schwarzenegger inside a air vent shaft like that. And I can't imagine anybody else's face in that like iconic shot when he's like in the air vent and lights the Zippo, and it's just like him. You're just right there on his face.
To the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Yeah, I can't see anybody else like that.
And that's the movie that launches him as an action star.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, before that, he's doing moonlighting on TV. He had a role on Roseanne. He did some music videos. He had a couple of albums. But now when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, it's Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Die Hard, Bruce Willis. And you remember the poster. He wasn't unknown, but he was not Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
In fact, he has a call out to Schwarzenegger in Die Hard. If you notice,
he does. Yeah.
They got missiles, automatic weapons, and enough plastic explosives to orbit Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I could see Harrison Ford in that role doing that.
Yeah, he's like the only other one.
I think if it was Mel Gibson on there talking to himself, it would seem angry.
Yeah, I would.
Do you wanna? Well, then that's fine with me.
And if it was Schwarzenegger, he'd be talking all the time to himself in that silly voice, or on the radio with the German accents. It'd be a little too much.
Get to the chopper!
It's emotional at the end when he actually gets to see Winslow for the first time as he's been talking to him.
Hey, look, I love you. So do a lot of the other guys.
So you hang in there, man. You hear me? You hang in there.
Yeah, thanks, partner.
The crowd opens, they lock eyes. They know it's each other.
Not gonna lie, I got a lump in my throat. Maybe it is a Christmas movie, but it's not your traditional Christmas movie. It doesn't belong in the Hallmark cinematic universe.
No. My parents always have this thing growing up. They always had It's a Wonderful Life night. They had friends over, and my mom would make like chicken and dumplings, and we'd get a fire going. We'd have hot cocoa. I think I want to do a night by the fire watching Die Hard, drinking Bloody Marys.
And watch John McClane take a semi-automatic machine gun and just kill everyone in his path.
Christmas spirit.